Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
You know he coming with that trap, though. You know he coming with the trap, dude. Oh, he hit me with the quarterback trap.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Complete to Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans.
Bullshit, bro. I hate when
this
this nigga
divisional round matchup. That was
really throwing some bullshit.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, buck them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Right back to him on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Let's get him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now the first carry from Robert Jones. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
18 Gator.
They'll run on first down. It's Evans. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go. Check 5.
2nd and 6.
Oh, my God. I hate that.
He was trying to give it to Ridley. Carlton Davis picks it.
Oh.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On play action, they'll throw. He completes it to Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin. Brings up third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Gay's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Come on now, I'm just picking plays.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down.
Hey, let's go. 59. Mike, 59. Get the ball.
Check, 59.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. On third down.
Oh my
it's
God.
No gain on the play.
How is nobody
bring up fourth down.
Come on.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Killing me, man.
Hey, Charlie. Pilot, 64, weak. Shut up.
They're going to try and throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over.
Y'all not blocking this nigga line. He ain't even in a. He's not even in a pass or run stopping defense.
Check nickel. 6 guys.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's crashing. Okay.
2nd and long. And this is caught by Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they're still been able to come away with points due to
all
his
this
leg.
damn defense and can't get no offense.
Fielded at the 2.
I ain't got no offense whatsoever.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I cannot. I can fucking do. No offense. 2 interceptions.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Man, wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels.
And he dropped the
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I
Pick the fucking ball, man. That was me.
Knocked away and incomplete.
Wow.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And now here's a deep shot.
And he threw that on. Oh
it's
my
a big
fucking
play there for the
God.
Buccaneers. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs,
Wow.
and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And all the way down inside.
This motherfucker spent around, threw the ball all the way in the fucking air, and caught the shit. With somebody chasing him, and what to do for shit
We
like
remind
that.
you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll take it into the end zone.
I can't stop that shit at all.
From 4 yards out, as the Buccaneers take
This
on to
nigga
their
ran
lead.
down,
And
spent
that touchdown
around,
ends
threw the
the
ball.
streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point.
Shit ridiculous.
This is
Shit
taken at the
ridiculous.
3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Nah, I got to fucking pass the ball, so this nigga ain't gonna do nothing but play cover. Shit.
About set to begin the
Lose
next drive. The
situation,
Falcons
boy.
offense at the
Lose
line. It's been
situation,
very much a
yeah.
slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. And a loose football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Go. Hey, Alpha. Go on, go on. Hey, lock it. He's coming. Shoot.
To throw on third down. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Evans once again the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. And oh, look at that. Diving catch. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds
I can't
left.
get a pass rush for nothing in this world.
Add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play.
Ooh, good fucking hit, Dion. 1 second? What?
So with 1
What
second
the
left in the
fuck?
half, on is the field goal unit. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a
Nigga
bad
had 1
miss. No
second
good.
left.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round
shit, bro.
matchup. As we toss it an hour or so
I
east
can't
of
get
here
shit
to
going on
Orlando.
offense.
It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports
I'm
Halftime
already
Report.
trash, but damn.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back
I
underway.
can't get no pass rush.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard
That
line.
thing fucking me up. I can't. Let's open up the playbook a little bit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what
Look at that shit, boy.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. The 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety
That nigga
bit him.
pressed the
And
fuck
he'll
out of
learn
Julio.
that you have
Press
to
my
hold the
linebacker.
safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Tack McKinley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3.
This nigga catching everything. It don't matter how well he throw it at.
26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
See, now I'm in pass mode where it don't matter. Now I can pass effortlessly because I'm losing.
Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check. Yep. Switch.
The fuck you doing?
Go. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, team 6. Get it.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Nothing but man luck.
Easy
I can't
analysis
get
about
away.
why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally
Man
is.
luck and Chris.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
45, Mike, 45. Man.
They're indeed going for it as they look to
Oh my God. Where is you
And
throwing?
he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Go now. 90, go. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. He completes it to Julio
I only got away from
Jones.
some damn money.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Mike, 45. Go, tackle, let's go.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the draw, this is Smith. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
For the most part, I played decent enough defense to fucking stay in the game, but I can't do shit on
set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league,
niggas gonna jump in fucking air.
Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He really is only playing man-lock. He is really only playing man-lock.
Leo! Hey, Sam off! Check 9. Throwing
again. Daniels.
Oh, my fucking.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
all day, dog.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh!
Jones has it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
They try to throw on
Where is
second
my
down,
pressure?
but this one is incomplete.
I don't get it. Where is my pressure? None. There is none.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
As y'all can see, I have no offense, and all this nigga doing is playing man lock.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick
nothing
was
I can
more
do.
for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score.
Nothing I can do.
Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
X3, 218, chop. On the goal, get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
45. Check. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
On 4th down, Daniels.
Get in there.
He will find his man on the outside. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it. You will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the counter, here's Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellows up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. He may try and run for this, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now,
I might have just did somebody a favor.
Got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look,
might have just did somebody a favor.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
See?
Oh, boy,
God,
he fielded it right on the goal
I know
line.
good well I was pressing not to get
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return.
Oh, they would not let me
Falcons
click
will
on
get
him
it first
until he
and
about to
10
catch the
in
ball.
their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense
sure
at
do
the
know how
line.
to screw you. Let's see.
Yeah. Hey, Charlie.
It is.
On first down, Daniels. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Second down and inches. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Bravo.
From the gun on third down, Daniels.
I knew he was going to let him down.
Goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, Alpha. Let's get it together, D. Yep. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. Yeah.
Throwing after the interception. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down, Daniels.
Oh, my God.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Daniels. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Go!
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got?
Look at me. Go!
Hey.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
To throw again, Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Haywood! 60 Pittsburgh! 6-6, pull it high!
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. This complete to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
16 yards. First down, Falcons.
Come on, set! 18 Gator! Hey! High 7!
45, Mike, 45. I got it. Check the backer.
Go!
Check. Lucky.
On first down, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season.
Look at this shit, bro. This nigga beat me with no passing yards.
And that girds them for a championship run in the future.
20.
So that's a wrap.
Oh, no,
Charles
yes,
Davis,
that's his
I'm
other
Brandon
quarterback.
Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
I
For
heard
more,
Jalen
check us
hurt.
out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say
I couldn't
so
do
long
shit
from
once I had the
Tampa.
pass ball. I already was not getting shit. All he did was play fucking man lock, cover 2 man. Them niggas locked everything down. I tried to do a few wheel routes because I know that's what beat it, but hell, he know it's coming. If he know it's coming, he go to the wheel route. It ain't shit else open. Everything locked down. Everything. I think he put, and then he put switching the safeties with the linebacker, so they covering that, and Devin Bush covering that. There ain't nobody fucking open. Shit just too overpowered. Can't get away, can't get out there. Couldn't do shit. Let me say RPO.